Okay, so today we will be discussing bond valuation, value of the bond calculation, but we will see how to calculate the value of the bond in case of half yearly interest. Okay, till now, whatever illustration we have discussed, we have seen that you will get the interest once in a year. Okay, annual interest we have assumed. There can be case of semi-annual interest also. Okay, in semi-annual interest, what will happen? You will get interest two times a year. Okay, it, by reading the question, you can understand whether interest is payable half yearly or annually. Suppose if in a question it is given that interest is paid on two dates, June 30 and December 30, then you can come to understand that it is a semi-annual interest, means two times interest will be paid. So how the value of the bond will be calculated if it is a semi-annual interest, that will be understanding today. So previous illustration, whatever we have discussed, in that it was a case of an interest being paid once in a year, which is known as annual interest. So today we will be understanding a case of semi-annual interest or half yearly interest, you can say. So what will be the change in calculation if interest is paid two times in a year or semi-annual interest is paid? Interest is paid semi-annually means interest is paid two times in a year. How you will have to calculate, or it can be also called as half yearly interest. Half yearly interest. So we'll read this illustration. Excel Ispat Limited has made an issue of 14% non-convertible debentures. Okay, whether it is debentures or bond, method of calculation will be same only, which we have already discussed in our previous classes. So Excel Ispat Limited has issued 14% non-convertible debentures. So this is an your coupon rate. Interest rate is 14%. Okay. Debentures, these debentures have a face value of 100. So what is the face value of the debenture? Rupees 100. Current market price they are given 90. So if you will purchase this debentures in market, what is the market rate of this debenture? It is 90 rupees. Interest on these non-convertible debentures will be paid on June 30 and December 31st. So which indicates that it is a case of a semi-annual interest or half yearly interest rate. Bond is redeemable at par. Okay, so means company will give you 100 rupees at the end of the year. So this is a redemption at par. On December 31st, 2011, okay, how many years? The term of the bond is 5 years. Whether company should invest in non-convertible debentures or not, whether you should invest in this company's debentures or not. As an investor, you should, by doing the calculation, we will understand whether you should make investment in this company's debentures or not. Okay, yield rate, you have to take 18% is the yield rate, which is the expected rate. Okay, now whether to find or make a decision whether you should invest or not, for that we will have to calculate the value of these debentures. We know how to calculate the value of the debenture by taking the present value factors. We will calculate the value of the debentures. After that, we will make our conclusion whether we should invest or not. That we will do. That will be the last step. First step will be calculating the actual value of the debentures or intrinsic value of the debentures, you can say. Okay. Method will be remaining same only. Only one small change will be there that we will have to understand, because this is an half yearly interest rate or semi-annual interest rate. Interest will be paid two times in a year. Okay. So if it is a case of a semi-annual interest, apply this rule which is given in this previous slide. If in question you come to know by reading the question that it is a case of an half yearly interest or semi-annual interest. You should apply this rule. What rule you should apply? You should divide the yield by 2, coupon rate you should divide by 2, and number of years you should double. Then you should solve the question in a similar manner. Okay, yield you should divide by 2, coupon rate you should divide by 2, number of years you should double. Okay, this rule we will apply and see how we will calculate the value of the debentures. So first, as always, we will note down the basic details. Basic details. Face value is 100. Current market price is 90. Coupon rate is how much? 14%. But here you should write semi-annual. Yield is how much? 18%. Number of years 5. Interest payable semi-annually. Okay. So all these basic details we have calculated, return. Now we will go for the actual calculation. Calculation of intrinsic value. The debentures. See, this basic columns will remain same only. Now understand, since this is a semi-annual case, what is the rule we have understood? Number of years will be doubled. So if it is 5 years, we will write here 10 years. 10 you write 2 times because in 10th year there will be 2 cash flows, which you already know. At the last year there will be 2 cash flows will be there. Okay. Coupon rate, it is 14%, means you should take it as 7% because it is a semi-annual. So we have understood that coupon rate should be divided by 2. So coupon rate given is 14%, so half will be 7%. So interest, how you will calculate? Face value 100 into coupon 7%. So every 6 months you will get 7 rupees as the interest. Debentures are redeemed at par, it is given in the question. So at the end of the year, maturity year, you will get 100 rupees back. 100 rupees will be given by the company. Now discounting factor yield is 18 percentage, means you will have to take 9 percentage, because we are seeing, no, as per the rule in semi-annual case you should divide the yield by 2. So if it is 18 percentage, 18's half is 9 percentage. So yield will become 9 percentage. So how you will calculate the discounting factor? 9 divided by 100 plus 1 divided by equal to. So first year you will get 0.197 plus equal to 0.841, 0.841. Then again plus equal to 0.772, 0.708, 0.649, 0.596, 0.547, 0.501, 0.460, 0.422. Again it will be 0.422 only. Present value will be cash inflow into discounting factor. So if we will do the total, we will get the intrinsic value of the debenture is 87 rupees. Intrinsic value of the debentures. How much it is? 87. So this is how you have to calculate in case of semi-annual interest case. Method is same, only you should divide the coupon by half, yield you should do half, number of years you should double, and method will remain the same only. Now what is required, whether you should invest in this company's debentures or not, let us see that. See, intrinsic value is 87 rupees. Okay, intrinsic value means you can also call it as correct price of the bond, should be 87. This is the correct price of the bond, should be actually 87 rupees. But in market this bond is issued for 90 rupees. Okay, so market price is more than your intrinsic price or correct price, you can say, which indicates that as an investor you should not invest in this bond. Okay, as an investor you should not invest in this bond. Why you should not invest? Because your correct price is less than the market price, or this bond is sold at a higher price, you can say. See, correct actual intrinsic price, correct price is coming to be 87 rupees, but company is selling this bond for 90 rupees, means they are selling it at a higher value. So what conclusion we will write? Actual market price is 90 rupees. Okay, so if you want to buy this bond from market, you will have to pay 90 rupees. But the intrinsic value which you have calculated, which is the correct price also, you can say, should have been 87 rupees only. So we will say that this debenture is overpriced. Hence, it is not recommended to purchase this debenture. Okay. So actual market price, you should compare it with the correct pricing, which is known as intrinsic value. You should compare both this price and give your conclusion whether you should buy or not buy, invest or not invest. Okay, If you will buy from the market, you will have to pay 90 rupees. But as an investor, you feel that it should be only 87 rupees. So obviously, conclusion will be it is overpriced, may not be purchased. So this conclusion, everybody make note of this conclusion below the solution. Okay, so read this illustration firstly. We will discuss this. It is same only. Bond with 10% coupon interest, face value 10,000, 2 years maturity, yield is 6%, interest is payable half yearly. You have to calculate the value of the bond. Simple. How you will calculate, since this is an half yearly, in question it is told that calculate a half yearly. What you will do, you will take this as 5%, yield you will take it as 3%, and number of years you will do as 4 and calculate it. Okay, so same only. See how you will calculate number of years. You have doubled 1 2 3 4. Instead of 2, we have taken it as 4 because it is a semi-annual case. Because in question it is said no, consider it as half yearly. It is specifically told that take your interest as half yearly. So 2 we will make 4, 10 we will do 5, and 6 we will do 3, and we will calculate the value. See how we have calculated 10,000 into 5%. 10,000 into 5%. Okay. Then discounting factor we will calculate using 3%. Instead of 6%, we will calculate using 3%. And you can easily find out the value of this bond. Okay. So interest will be calculated on face value. So 10,000 into 5% will be 500 rupees. Okay, 10,000 into 5% will be 500 rupees. So all the year you will get 500 as an interest every 6 months, and in last year you will get the 10,000 also back. So we have made the last year cash flow as 10,500. Discounting factor you can calculate using 3%. 3 divided by 100 plus 1 divided by equal to. So you can calculate it for 4 times. Multiply cash flow by present value factor. You will get the value of the bond. Intrinsic value or correct value of the bond, you can say. Okay, so same illustration only in case of a semi-annual case. So today we will stop our discussion with this 2 illustration. Further illustration in bond valuation we will continue in the next class. Thank you everybody.